Hello, hello! My name is Callista, and welcome back to Dragon Age Inquisition. In the last episode, we made our way over to the Ritual Tower to discover what was going on with the Grey Wardens here, and unfortunately, we've learned that the Warden mages are being enslaved by Corypheus. All of the Wardens, they were all hearing the calling, they were all very concerned. And, you know, without them, who's going to deal with the next blight? There are still so many archdemons. What are we going to do about that? And Magister Livius Eramond, in the words of Varric, a tool, contacted them full of sympathy and convinced them that they should start using blood magic, fueled by the lives of their fellow Grey Wardens, to summon a demon army to march into the deep roads and kill the remaining archdemons. Now, unfortunately, the blood magic ritual that they've been taught has the rather nasty side effect of enslaving the mages to Corypheus. It's a mess. It's a whole ass mess. And now we have to fight Grey Warden mages. Aenor is very sad about this. This is not something she wants to do. We're so sorry. We're so sorry, people. Oh my god, now we have to wait for the ritual to go. The rift to go, rather.
So, that went well.
You were right. Thanks to the ritual, the Warden mages are enslaved to Corypheus.
And the Warden warriors? Oh, of course. It's not real blood magic until someone gets sacrificed.
They were misled. How could they do this? They've gone too far. Oh, it's between these. It's between these. I've said this before. Aenor absolutely idolizes the Grey Wardens. Absolutely idolizes them. She would never say they've gone too far. She'd put the blame on Corypheus and Eramond. Which would point in the direction of this. The reason why I'm also drawn to this one is I think she is also shocked. She holds the Grey Wardens to such a standard, such a high standard. In her eyes, they are more than men and women. They really are. You know, they are the protectors of humanity. You know, I do think part of her would be like, oh my god, how could they fall for that? How could they not see through that lie? Oh my god. Yeah, this one. Despite her shock, I think she'd still want to defend them.
Eramond lied to the Wardens. They were trying to prevent future blights.
With blood magic and human sacrifice.
Hawk, they made a mistake, but they thought it was necessary.
All blood mages do. Everyone has a story they tell themselves to justify bad decisions. And it never matters. In the end, you are always alone with your actions.
I may know where the Wardens are. Eramond fled that way. There's an abandoned Warden fortress in that direction. Adamant.
Excellent work. That makes sense. Find them. Yeah, like Alistair, who is an actual Grey Warden, has just found out what's going on within his order, and he still thought to look out for where Eramond fled. Like, yeah, good work.
Good thinking.
The Warden and I will scout out Adamant and confirm that the other Wardens are there. We'll meet you back at Skyhold.
Oh, this is such a blow in Aenor's mind. This is awful. A letter found on a Grey Warden mage. Mishen, I don't trust this ritual Clarel is talking about. Are you sure it's safe? Have you ever used blood magic? I don't care what the chantry says. I doubt they'd approve of the joining if they knew everything about us. But my family fought to winter slavers near the border. This Ehrman sounds like everything that's wrong with the Imperium. I'll be waiting for you when you get back. If you can look me in the eye and tell me that this ritual is safe, I won't speak of it again. If not, just come back safe. Please? Chernoff. Oh, Chernoff, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry they aren't coming back safe. It breaks Aenor's heart. It absolutely breaks her heart. Never in a million years did she ever think that she'd be fighting Grey Wardens. A grey whiskey, right wine conscription ale, a bottle marked vintage Warden Evalal Griffin Wing Ale. How did he get out this place? Maybe he had a rope and he just jumped down. I don't know. Oh, this is such a bad plan. It's such a bad plan, but again, I think Aenor is thinking that, like, oh, well, they were all so scared, they were all hearing the calling, like, it makes sense that they do something drastic. Ritual Tower. Many Tevinter structures litter the wastelands of southwestern Orlais. In the age before the First Blight, the Imperium expanded through the south at an incredible rate, and the lands farthest from Minrathous became home to a great many sites dedicated to magical experimentation. Taking advantage of natural weaknesses in the Vale, as well as the distance from the Archon's oversight to try ever more dangerous fields of study. As with Aenor in Ferelden, the laboratories of Orlais were set upon by the followers of Andraste during the uprising, and little remains of them now, save crumbled stone. An excerpt from Empire and Imperium by Sister Petrine, Chantry Scholar. So Aenor is, it's the mage prison. It's where if you're found to have committed a magical crime in Ferelden, you are sent to Aenor, Aenor and Aenor, they're two very similar words. And this is where Lily is sent. If you recall, Lily, Jowan's girlfriend from the Circle of Magi opening of Dragon Age Origins, she gets sent to Aenor. Aenor is a terrible place. Aenor is an absolutely awful place because no matter what you do, they are going to find you guilty. Because Aenor, it's actually pretty interesting. When the followers of Andraste arrived, they found all of the Vints in the Vale, or in the Fade rather. They were all tranced, so they killed everyone without making a single noise. And the Vale has been thin ever since. It attracts spirits, so if you are a mage and you go there, you are damn near guaranteed to become possessed. So if you get sent to Aenor, no matter what you do, it's a death sentence. Because eventually you are going to become an abomination. Then, oh, that's a sign of guilt, clearly. The Gate Guardians. And as I walked in the desert, I saw a great armoured figure whose form blotted out the sky. At first, I took it to be no more than met the eye, a simple spiked statue. But as I approached, this deceptive icon transformed into a warrior as graceful as it was massive. Its bladed staff levelled at me with energy crackling from its tip. Though my position was hardly optimal, primal magic burned a few feet away from my face, I kept my wits and asked this mighty golem to show me mercy. The armoured figure spoke with a voice to make the sky quake and the stars scream. It sought magic to keep itself alive, it said, and the blood of the earth was the energy on which it survived. Having knowledge of the dwarves and the lyrium they provided to our mages, I directed the golem to the mage Artronis, who lived in nearby Pervantium, and it left without another word. That is the inspiration for the Gate Guardians I have designed, as fanciful a tale as it might seem. As for why I have asked that each Guardian cast from my designs be inset with a small lyrium rod, I must primarily state that it is mere fancy. If Archon Ishal, gentle autocrat that he is, sees fit to ensure that my statues are known across the Empire, I hear that one shall stand in the western approach. I would treasure the small hope that someday I might see one walk again. A tale told by Appius Trius, famed sculptor, whose creations all sparked the imaginations of those who beheld them. From The Artists of Ancient Tevinter, Archon Ishal. if you remember, the Tower of Ishal from, again, the beginning of Dragon Age Origins. Oh, I love all the references. I love that so much. Alright, now that we've done that, now that we've seen what the Grey Wardens are doing, what do we want to do? Oh, hello. There's something going on there, apparently. I say we go find this, we make our way up, and then we can grab these things. I think that makes sense. And then after that, I'm going to head back to Skyhold. We can't open this map up fully without heading back to Skyhold and, you know, dealing with the sulfur pits and finding the linguist for Frederic. So, you know, I think it makes sense to head back to Skyhold sooner rather than later. I don't want to fight you. God damn it. Hyenas, why do you do this? You could live. You could live. I don't want you dead. Come on, take it out. Take it out. Also, give me one of these. And it's down. God, the wildlife is so unnecessarily hostile in this area. Flipping heck. Now that, if I remember correctly, it was somewhere around here, or at least that's how it looked. Oh, is that yet? There it be. I see you. Doot doot doot. A yoink. And come on, up and over, up and over. There we go. Now, I've spoken about what Aenor's, you know, thoughts are on, God, there's another thing to read. Okay, go on, we'll fight you. We'll fight you. Let me just ding that, there we go. Yeah, I've said what Aenor's thoughts are on the, Okay, it's all the way over there. Flipping heck. Flip it. Oh, bandits. Bandits versus hyena. A bandits versus hyena versus Quillback. Flipping heck. My goodness. You know, I'll help. I'll help. Okay, you're down. One of these, and a scream. And a bat. Spinny spin. Okay, let me focus on this fight, and then I'll go over what I was thinking. Excuse you. Where are you going? Bap it. There we go. Keep on it. Keep on it. Okay, everyone's doing A-okay for health. That's good. I'll stay away, little Fennec. Be careful. Don't come too close. It's almost down. Almost. Wrap it. There we go. Lovely jubbly. Excellent. And the hyena dropped something for me too. How pleasant. How kind of it. What do you have over here? Elegantly penned note. Gentlemen, I will make your stay here in the Western Approach quite profitable, so long as you can follow my instructions. First and foremost, you will obtain the research materials from the team sent here by the University of Orlais for a project of great importance. Second, you are to assist the Templars with their resource gathering mission in whatever capacity they require. You will not interfere in any of the excavations the Venatori are conducting, nor will you announce your presence to the Grey Wardens. You will find that my gratitude for a job well done is remarkably lucrative. Service. Indeed. A part of me feels like that has to be, or it could be that. Either way, yes, we've gone over what Aenor thinks of what the Grey Wardens are doing. What do my other Wardens think? My Kadash really doesn't care. She's so business focused and oriented. She literally doesn't care. The Grey Wardens are doing whatever. I think for her main thing is like, okay, where are they getting the lyrium from? Like, can my family get in on that, please? Oh, right there. Excuse me. Yeah, we need to head around. I don't want to fight you. God damn, these hyenas. Causing trouble. Get in there. Get him. There we go. Alrighty then. That was quick. Flipping heck, they saw the area was safe and they moved right on in. Flipping heck. Yeah, my Kadash really didn't care. Her main thought was like, where are they getting their lyrium from? If they're Grey Warden mages, then they will be using lyrium. Can my family supply that? Like, that was really her only concern. My Trevelyan was very shocked at the Grey Warden's actions. She was very disappointed in them. Her main thinking was that, you know, they really should know better. They are Grey Wardens. They are mages. You know, who will have trained for quite a while, and you're immediately resorting to blood magic. Like, how could you do that? Just how could you be so stupid? She mostly put a lot of the blame on the Wardens, compared to, you know, Aenor, who's putting, you know, practically all of the blame onto Corypheus and the Venatori. Like, no, Lyra's like, the Grey Wardens are responsible for their own actions. They shouldn't be so foolish. Get up there and... Yep, it should be just up here. I think. I hope. Well, we've got some lazurite either way. And my Attire, last but by no means least. Stern note of warning. Clem, don't drink at the mine again or you're fired. Doran. I think Clem has bigger problems. Clem is dead. I don't think Clem cares about being fired now. Okay. I still don't know how to get this primeval red lyrium. I'm gonna have to look that up because I have no idea where that's at. Let's travel to the camp. It's quicker. Now then, yes, my Attire was very upset by what the Grey Wardens were doing. She doesn't have this whole, like, hero worship thing that Aenor's got going on, but she did view the Grey Wardens as heroes. She thought of them as protectors, and to realise that they would go so far, that was very upsetting for her. To be fair, my Attire was upset by most things. That's really the only way I can describe Cass, is that she was such a delicate character. I know I haven't described Cass yet. However, we still have a few more maps left to go. I'll give you her backstory before the end of the Let's Play, but not just yet. But yeah, so we have Aenor, who is outraged on the Grey Warden's behalf. Oh my god, Brain. Shale, there we go. Who really didn't give a shit. She was just like, can I make money off of this somehow? No? Then I don't care.
Captain wanted this done an hour ago.
Oh, then do so, madam. I would assume that's Rylan.
I've got a special deal for you, Inquisitor. Fell off the...
The stuff keeps falling off the backs of wagons from Monsignor. I feel like we should be concerned about that. Before I continue, where's Where's that guy?
By the time I'm done with you recruits, every one of you pathetic nut babies will be ready to face a high dragon.
Pathetic nug babies. That is not an insult I've heard before. I'm gonna remember that one. That's going in my repertoire. But yeah, so Aenor outraged on behalf of the Wardens. Shale really didn't give a shit unless she was like, can I make money off this? No, then who cares? Lyra, who was outraged.
Every one of you pathetic nut babies will be ready to fight.
Inquisitor.
Oh, but, I'm confused. I'm confused. Y'all were just down there. Okay, hello there, sir. Yeah, I'm gonna finish my thought. Shale didn't care unless there was an opportunity to make money. Cass was devastated that heroes would do this. She was very frightened by this whole thing, and Lyra was shocked that the Grey Wardens would be so stupid as to use blood magic like that. So that is the range of emotions my Inquisitors felt. And yeah, there's something about bandits?
Report. What's the situation in the Warden's fortress?
Bandits moved in. Worse than Quillbacks, if you ask me. They're holed up in there and using it as a base to strike at our supply caravans. Blasted scavengers.
Okay.
Report, Captain. What's the situation in the western approach?
I've had scouts investigate that Red Lyrium operation you smashed. I don't think anyone's getting into that cave anytime soon.
Hey, nice.
Carry on, Captain.
Yes, Inquisitor.
Sweet. Okay, so literally just where I've come from. How dare? Much offense. You know what? Here's what I'm thinking. We're just going to go straight back to Skyhold. We're going to tell Frederic about the hunting grounds. And then we're going back to Skyhold. You alright, buddy?
After more than 30 days, I have yet to observe the abyssal high dragon in... Oh, yes? Can I assist you?
Anything new? I don't believe so. Yeah, I found dragon signs.
I've spotted several dragon signs around the approach.
Most excellent, my friend. I don't suppose you noted the wound pattern? No matter, I'll look into that later. Andrastis mercy. From what I can tell, the dragon has been moving east and will be scouring the wastes next. Naturally, the dragon's hunting ground is full of miscreants, White Claw raiders. They've covered the area in traps for Maker only knows reasons. Quite a mess.
Well, the Vince want a dragon. They're trying to lure it there.
We'll have to speak some other time.
I believe, yeah. So we have to clear out these bandits down here and these ones up here. Yeah, no, I want to go back to Skyhold for a wee while. Oh, come on. Oh, speak with the advisors, okay. Yeah, I'm not ready to do that yet. I've still got stuff in the western approach to deal with. Until that map is cleared, I'm not even going to think about moving forward with Here Lies the Abyss. Oh, and we have new trials rewards. Lovely. We can pick that up next time. I want to focus on the war table. Hello there. Also, maybe I'll go search for Lord Trifle's Minute. Oh, hello.
I tracked that Venatory mage back to Adamant Fortress. They're looking at assault options now in the war room.
Thanks for coming.
You did well, Frederic. The Inquisitor is just who we need.
Oh, it's been great. Murderous Wardens, archdemon attacks, plenty of blood mages and crazy Templars. Just like home.
I know how much you hated leaving Kirkwall.
This is the ass end of Thedas. You know they eat snails here? Still, I think I need to finish this out. If it weren't for me and Bartrand, none of this would have happened. So much for changing our lives.
That's what happens when you try to change things. Things change. You can't always control how.
Damn. Flipping heck. There was a line that Hawke said that I think so suited Amelia. You're always alone with your actions. Amelia has lost everything. Everything she ever cared about is gone. All because of her. All because of things she wanted to do or tried to do. Everyone she cares about is dead. And I really like that for her, that line. It suited her to a T.
I tracked the Wardens to Adamant Fortress, Inquisitor. Your specialists have my full report.
Okay, fair dues. Fair dues. I hope this doesn't put us into a cutscene. I want to look at shit. I want to get stuff done. Okay, let's see. Where would... That's the other thing, I'm like...
why Corypheus is sending people to explore elven ruins of all things.
No, I suspect he keeps the reason secret, even from his inner circle.
Fair dues. I'm very confused as to why these aren't shiny, because they should be. I've never clicked on these before. I don't like that at all. I do not like that at all. Oh no. Okay, first things first. Let's focus on these ones. Crossing the sulfur pits. Commander, we have completed initial estimates on the construction of an elevated bridge over the toxic sulfur pits in the western approach. The work will require 10 of our engineers and 6 wagon loads of lumber, but the finished construction will allow troops to move through the region at a safe distance from the poisonous gas. Knight Captain Ryland.
It was interesting to see how much has changed in Halam Sharal. And so little.
Madame Méprise is a fixture. The sun will grow cold before she retires.
Connections. A few words to the Comte of Valferman, and we will have a bridge built. Or, on your order, we can build a path. Our soldiers will personally see to its construction. Again, Aenor prefers to do stuff personally. Inquisitor. Reports from Griffinwing Outpost say that construction of a safe path through the western approach's larger sulfur pit is complete. Our soldiers completed the bridge without incident, and it has opened routes to previously inaccessible areas of the approach. You can inspect the results the next time you travel to the region. Cullen. Lovely. No, not now. I don't like that these ones don't have a thing above them. Yeah, find the source of the Darkspawn. Commander Cullen, we have scattered reports of Darkspawn in the area, but it has been difficult to track down their point of origin. They're less hampered by the sulfur pits than we are, and our guess is that they are coming from somewhere on the far side. Our troops can bridge the pits, which should allow us to cross safely and find the location of the Darkspawn, but we will need significant resources to ensure the safety of the men while construction is underway. I await your orders, sir. Lieutenant Townsend. Building a bridge in that blasted area will be ugly work, but I can deploy enough troops to ensure that it is done safely. Lovely. Commander Cullen, thanks to the reinforcements you sent, we constructed the bridge safely with minimal losses and fortified it in the event that Darkspawn try to use it themselves. The Darkspawn are coming from ruins that appear to be Tevinter. Per your orders, I am restricting the troops to be scouting and guarding patrols until the ruins can be investigated. Lieutenant Townsend. No. And translate the dragon text. Ambassador Montilier, I have been considering your last letter, and as I do owe you a debt of gratitude for handling the Cumberland incident, I think I have found something that may solve your mystery. I have an acquaintance in Minrathous who has a brother in that circle's College of Antiquities. A few favours and he may be able to translate your ancient text. But I should warn you, they are likely to be costly favours. Still, this may be your most promising avenue. Yours sincerely, Baron Maxwell Van Serant. A favour for a friend of a friend can get the manuscript translated by an expert. Do it. Esteemed Ambassador Montilier, enclosed you will find the completed translation of your fascinating manuscript, which our scholars estimate to predate the First Blight. The dialect caused quite a stir in historical linguistics. The College of Antiquities would be most interested in further cooperation with the Inquisition should you uncover more Tavine documents from the pre-Blight era. Cordially, Anaximander Vetri, Dean of Antiquities, Minrathus Circle. No, there's still more I want to look at. Let's also deal with the war table a little bit. The Tevinter Resistance. It seems Dorian was correct. Not only do Tevinter Templars not possess the ability to disrupt magic, Tevinter Magisters are flummoxed when they encounter such abilities. There was an attack on Magister Tilani's estate, but our agent, Sir Belinda Darrow, reports that it was handily beaten back, and is unlikely to return anytime soon. Magister Tilani sends her thanks, as well as some artifacts stripped from the attackers, and a scented handkerchief. Don't ask. Colin. Rescue the spy. Miller is free and little worse for wear. Best of all, by escaping on her own, Miller preserved the secret of her connection to the Inquisition. Her adventure has given her quite the motivation to prove herself. If she learns from it, I feel her future work will be exceptional. Liliana. And stop the war between Navarra and Tevinter. Inquisitor. Through the efforts of hundreds of negotiators, allies, and a few personal connections, Navarra and Tevinter have grudgingly issued orders for their soldiers to return to their respective cities. The contested land has been split down the middle. We have averted a war today. I will add nothing more, for there is no higher reward to ask for. Proudly, Ambassador Montillier. Lovely. Now then, I'ma sort out where I'm going to send everyone. Be right back. Alrighty then, and I am back. I've decided to focus on Ferelden for a little bit. So, first things first, delicate negotiations. My Lady Inquisitor. After your recent help with the Venatori, I'm hopeful that the Inquisition can assist with another matter. With peace restored in Orlais, I wish to engage in new talks with Empress Celine. We are not on friendly terms, for reasons I'll not disclose, and while peace between our nations is in everyone's best interest, the situation remains delicate. The Empress owes you, and thus you could facilitate these talks in a way no one else could. I await your response, Queen Aenor Therin, and only Josephine is participating. There is a great deal of bad blood between these nations, but I will do my best to facilitate their talks.
Let us begin.
Next up, contact the hero of Ferelden. Sister Liliana. Per the information sent, we are prepared to deliver a message to the hero of Ferelden. It will not be easy, but we will ensure the message reaches her. Sister Rejane. And yep, Liliana is the only one taking part. At your command, I will attempt to make contact. Do it.
Let's see what we have.
And for Cullen, the Arl's invitation. Ambassador, I apologize for any unpleasantness that might have arisen from my last correspondence with the Inquisition. My people have been under tremendous strain for too long, even before the destruction of the Conclave, and it has taken its toll on all of Redcliffe Arling. But that is the past. Today, I write to offer an invitation to the Inquisition. The Banon of Kalon is part of my domain, and now lies empty. Ban Elara lost her life attending the Conclave. Her only living relative holds lands too far away to administer both. By Ferelden custom, the lands are now the property of whomever claims them through the skill of arms. A tournament will be held at Kalon, with the victor taking the title as their prize. The Inquisition may send a champion to fight in the melee if you wish. Sincerely, Altegan Guerin. Now, Josephine's suggestion is, we can't truly run a Banon, but a well-chosen envoy could win us Ferelden allies. And Cullen says we could send a champion. It may not be wise to win, however, Fereldens hold grudges. And yeah, let's send a fighter. We've been asked to send a champion, or they've hinted that that's what they want us to do. And let's not send a diplomat. We're not going to try and win, but we should at least play along.
All right.
There we go. And with that, I'm going to bring today's episode to a close. In the next one, we're just going to do a little bit of maintenance around Skyhold, and then we're going to make our way back over to the Western Approach. But until then, please remember to like if you enjoyed, leave a comment below, and if you wanted to subscribe, it would be very much appreciated. I've been Callista. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next episode.